Hey, old bald guy here, and I'm going to react to Oliver Anthony's If It's God's Will. So let's hit it. All right, so we're going to react to Oliver Anthony's If It's God's Will. This is a little bit different. It's a YouTube short, so it's not very long at all, and I don't know, this is not going to take very long, and I think he says a lot in this, and I think he answers a lot of questions that we've been wondering about Oliver Anthony. So let's get into this.
They called me a one-hit wonder, a flash in the pan, better sign on the line while you still can. We'll give you 4 tour buses and a 5-piece band. They'll be shouting your name all over the land, but that ain't me.
Interesting.
It ain't what I am.
So I'm going to talk about that for just a second. So it's no secret that he's been offered deals from Nashville to maybe pursue a professional music career, and he's turned them down. And he's saying they call him a one-hit wonder, a flash in the pan, that he's here today, gone tomorrow, and that may be true, and he's turning it down. He's turning down an opportunity to extend. Is this the last song that he does? I don't know. I doubt it. He seems to be really loved music. He was making music for a long, months before Richmond, north of Richmond, hit it big. And so I think this is just something he loves to do, and it's a way that he expresses himself. It's a way that he puts his art out there. And I don't know. We'll talk more about that in just a second. All right, we'll get going.
I'm just the son of a free living man, and I still got a roof up over my head, a good-hearted woman lying in my bed, some damn good fellas that call me a friend, that old double barrel that my granddad did, and if it's the Lord's will, then I will. But if it ain't, well, they called me.
Then it's a very clever loop. Then if it ain't, and then it just goes right back into the song. So he's basically saying he's happy the way it is right now, or the way his life is right now. He doesn't need the money, he doesn't need the fame, and wow, I commend him for that, because this is something I've said for a long time, and I tell my Sunday school students and my even my high school students that money's not going to buy you happiness. That it just doesn't, because if money bought you happiness, then the happiest people in the world would be the rich people in Hollywood and Silicon Valley. But I think if you really dig into it, those people are miserable, and he doesn't want that, because he's got everything he wants to make him happy. And he's had this, if he doesn't release another song, if nobody ever hears from him again, and he just kind of fades off into obscurity, then he's happy with that. And I think that's a great position to be in life, where you're not worried about chasing the next thing, or making the next $1 million, or whatever, having the next neat thing. He's just got that old guitar, and he puts out YouTube videos, and he's happy with that. And I think that's great. I think it's great. If that's what makes you happy, if as he says, if that's God's will, if that's where God wants you, and again, I tell my Sunday school class, the happiest place you'll ever be is in God's will. And so I commend him. I'd rather see this than Nashville get a hold of him and ruin him, or Hollywood or New York get a hold of him and ruin the guy. So kudos, Christopher, I think his real name is Christopher. Kudos, and I wish you the very best. I hope you still keep making music, and I hope you pursue music as long as you want to, if that's what you want to do. So that's what I've got to say about that. I hope to hear more from him, but I want him to do what he wants to do, not what a bunch of lawyers and record producers and record labels are saying in his ear. So with that, old bald guy out.